Hey, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Welcome back to my channel, your go-to place for everything related to rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into a small but mighty coin that many people overlook, the 1962 D 1 cent USA coin. You might think it's just another penny, but hold on. This humble coin holds a fascinating history and could be worth big money if you know what to look for. Oh, and here's a fun fact. The total face value of all 1962 D 1 cent coins minted is an astonishing $19 million. So, stick around as we explore the coin's captivating history, unique features, and how it could turn into a jackpot for collectors like you. Historical background of the 1962 D 1 cent coin. Let's set the scene. The year is 1962. The world is in the middle of the Cold War, John F. Kennedy is president, and America is racing to conquer space. While these major events shaped history, over at the Denver Mint, something smaller but equally significant was happening, the production of the 1962 D 1 cent coin. This coin was part of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1962, the penny had already become a staple in American currency. Let's talk design and composition. The 1962 D 1 cent coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that was standard for pennies until 1982. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can sometimes be spotted at the base of Lincoln's bust on certain pennies. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the classic wheat ears design, a tribute to America's agricultural roots. The D mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint, is located just below the date on the obverse side. Now, let's talk numbers. In 1962, the Denver Mint produced a staggering 1.79 billion 1 cent coins. That's right, billions. This massive production run means the coin is not super rare, but there are some variations and errors that make certain 1962 D pennies extremely valuable. Total mintage, 1.79 billion mint mark, D for Denver composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc. Okay, let's get to the juicy part. How much is this coin really worth today? While the face value is just 1 cent, its collector's value can range from a few dollars to thousands, depending on its condition and any unique errors. Here are the key factors that determine the value of your 1962 D penny. Condition. Coins in mint, uncirculated condition are worth the most. Look for double dies, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. Even small variations in production can increase the coin's value. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some 1962 D pennies with rare errors have fetched thousands at auctions. One example is the double die error, where the text or design appears to be doubled. These coins are highly sought after by collectors. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly aligned with the coin's edge. If you find one of these, you could be holding a small fortune. Now, let's break down that eye-popping figure. $19 million in face value. With over 1.79 billion coins minted, the combined face value adds up to a staggering $19 million. But here's the thing, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down for their copper content, making high-quality specimens increasingly rare. Thinking of selling your 1962 D penny? Here are some tips to get the best value. Professional grading can significantly boost its value. Use coin holders to protect it from scratches and oxidation. Look for reputable coin dealers or auction houses. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about the 1962 D penny. Did you know that the copper content alone was worth more than 1 cent at certain points due to rising metal prices? And despite being over 60 years old, many of these pennies are still in circulation today. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1962 D 1 cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is proof that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So check your coin jars, pockets, and collections, you never know what you might find. Thanks for tuning in to channel name. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more coin treasures. Until next time, happy collecting. Next, 1976 1-cent USA coins. Today, we're talking about a true American classic, the 1976 1-cent USA Liberty coin. And get ready, because this isn't just your everyday penny. This coin could be worth big money, with a jaw-dropping face value of $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million for a penny. Why is this tiny coin so valuable? What makes it historically significant? And how can you tell if you've got one worth a fortune hiding in your collection? Don't go anywhere, because we're about to break it all down for you. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got in store for you today. Now, let's dive in. Let's set the scene. The year was 1976, and America was in full celebration mode for its bicentennial, 200 years of independence. Parades, fireworks, and patriotic pride swept the nation. While special commemorative coins like quarters and half dollars were minted to mark this historic occasion, the humble 1-cent penny quietly circulated as a staple of American currency. Here's a fun fact: did you know that over 4.6 billion pennies were minted in 1976 across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints? That's a lot of pennies, but not all of them are created equal. Now let's talk about the design. On the front of the 1976 1-cent coin, you'll find the familiar face of President Abraham Lincoln, a design crafted by the legendary sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design had been in use since 1909 and remains one of the most iconic coin designs in history. On the obverse, you'll see Liberty on the left and the mint year 1976 on the right. And of course, the reverse side features the majestic Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. Look closely, and you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail that many people miss. What makes this coin worth millions? Now you're probably wondering, why is this penny worth a face value of $9 million? Well, it comes down to a few key factors: rarity, minting errors, condition, and collector demand. Let's break it down. Rarity. Despite the high mintage, pristine and error-free coins from 1976 are rare. Minting errors. Coins with mistakes, like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets, can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded as mint state MS by professional services like PCGS or NGC are highly sought after. Collector demand. The historical significance of the 1976 penny makes it a prized possession for collectors. Most valuable 1976 penny variants. Some of the most valuable 1976 pennies ever sold had rare errors. Let me give you a few examples. A 1976 double-die penny sold for over $12,000 at auction. An off-center strike penny fetched more than $5,000. And coins in perfect mint state condition have been known to sell for upwards of $10,000. So check those pennies carefully, because you never know what treasure you might have in your collection. Okay, so how can you tell if your 1976 penny is worth big money? Here are some quick tips. Check for mint marks. Look for pennies with D for Denver or S for San Francisco. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or other abnormalities. A genuine 1976 copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams. The cleaner and shinier the coin, the better. Coins in mint state MS condition fetch the highest prices. If you think you found a rare gem, I highly recommend getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Trust me, it's worth the investment. Now, let's talk about that $9 million face value. You might be thinking, how can a 1-cent coin have such a massive face value? Well, face value in this context doesn't just mean the amount stamped on the coin. It takes into account factors like rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Plus, when investors and collectors are willing to pay top dollar, that's when the face value skyrockets. Think of it like this: a Picasso painting might have cost just a few $100s to make, but its cultural and artistic value makes it worth millions. The same goes for rare and historically significant coins. Here's a story to blow your mind: a pristine 1976 penny with a rare minting error sold for over $15,000 at a major auction. And that's just one example. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers regularly see coins like this fetch incredible prices. So if you have a 1976 penny, don't underestimate its value. It could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Alright, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the 1976 1-cent USA Liberty coin. From its fascinating history to its incredible value, this coin truly represents a piece of American heritage and a potential goldmine for collectors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And don't forget to drop a comment below if you have any rare coins you'd like me to cover next. Who knows, your suggestion might be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Next, 1972, South USA 1-center coins today, your ultimate source for coin collecting tips, fascinating coin histories, and, of course, discovering hidden treasures worth big money. Today, we're shining the spotlight on the legendary 1972 USA 1-cent coin. This humble penny holds more secrets and value than you could ever imagine. With a face value of $390 million across the entire mintage and rare varieties that can fetch thousands at auctions, this coin is definitely one to watch. Grab your magnifying glasses and get ready as we explore its fascinating history, key features, and tips on how you can find one that's worth big money. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. To truly appreciate the value of the 1972 penny, we need to go back in time. It was minted at the prestigious San Francisco Mint, a facility known for producing some of the finest coins in American history. At this time, the iconic Lincoln penny design by Victor David Brenner had already been in use for over 60 years. Brenner's depiction of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side remains one of the most iconic and enduring designs in U.S. coinage. Now, why is the S mint mark so important? Coins from the San Francisco Mint often had lower production numbers compared to those from Philadelphia and Denver. This made them more collectible. In 1972, the San Francisco Mint struck over 330 million pennies. Sounds like a lot, right? But it's still less compared to other mints that year, which makes this version rarer and more desirable among collectors. Let's break down the key features of the 1972 penny so you know what to look for. Material: the coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weight 3.11 grams, diameter 19.05 millimeters. Design: on the obverse, we have Abraham Lincoln, and on the reverse, the iconic Lincoln Memorial. What makes this coin truly stand out are the varieties and potential errors. One of the most famous is the double die obverse error, where parts of the design, especially the date and the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," appear doubled. If you come across a 1972 penny with this error, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands of dollars. The rarity and appeal of error coins have skyrocketed their value in the collector's market. So, why is this penny worth more than just 1 cent? Let me break it down. The S mint mark already gives it an edge in collectability. Double die obverse errors and other anomalies make these coins highly sought after. Historical significance: coins minted at the San Francisco Mint during this era are cherished by collectors. The face value of the entire 1972 coin mintage is a staggering $390 million. But individual coins in pristine condition or with rare errors can fetch thousands at auctions. Imagine turning a single penny into a massive payday. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's possible. In recent years, some 1972 pennies have sold for as much as $8,000 to $10,000, especially when graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Now that you know the potential value, let me share some tips on how you can find one of these valuable 1972 pennies. Search your change. Always check your loose change, old piggy banks, and coin jars. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem. Visit coin shops. Local coin dealers often have Lincoln cents from various years, including the 1972 Attend coin shows and auctions. These events are great places to find rare coins and connect with other collectors. Look for mint errors. Pay close attention to the date and inscriptions for signs of doubling. Using a magnifying glass can help spot subtle details. Get professional grading. If you believe you have a valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC to determine its value and authenticity. And remember, condition is everything. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher price than one that's been heavily circulated. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that 1972 was a monumental year in American history? The U.S. was still feeling the effects of the space race, and President Nixon was leading the country through a period of change. Collecting coins from this era is like holding a piece of history in your hands. And the 1972 penny is one of those treasures. So there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1972 USA 1-cent coin. From its fascinating history to its potential value worth big money, this coin is truly a treasure hiding in plain sight. If you have one in your collection, make sure to take a closer look. It could be worth far more than just a penny. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to channel name, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries and valuable tips. And hey, if you found a 1972 penny or any other rare coin, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Next, 1964 1-cent USA coins. In today's video, we are exploring one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1964 USA 1-cent coin. Believe it or not, this humble penny is tied to a face value of $9.5 million. That's right, $9.5 million for a single cent, but what makes this coin so special? Is it rare? Is there a hidden secret behind its value? And most importantly, do you have one hiding in your piggy bank or collection? We'll uncover the history, explore its value, and give you expert tips on how to spot a potential goldmine. So, sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and let's dive right in. To understand the value of this penny, we have to go back to 1964, a pivotal year in American history. The Civil Rights Act was signed into law, the Beatles took America by storm, and the space race between the US and the Soviet Union was heating up. It was a year filled with change and progress. Now, amid all this, the United States Mint continued producing the iconic Lincoln 1-cent coin, which had already become a symbol of American identity since its first release in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the legendary profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front. And on the reverse, the timeless image of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been on the coin since 1959. The 1964 penny marked an important moment in coin history. The mint had recently shifted back to producing coins in full force after a coin shortage in the early 1960s. Millions were made, but not all pennies are created equal. And that's where the story gets interesting. Alright, so what makes this seemingly ordinary coin worth up to $9.5 million in face value? Let's break it down. Even though millions were minted, finding a 1964 penny in uncirculated condition with no blemishes is incredibly rare. Time, circulation, and environmental factors have taken a toll on most coins from that era. Here's where it gets exciting. Certain 1964 pennies were struck with errors. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Look out for double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears doubled, or off-center strikes that give the coin a unique appearance. Most 1964 pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. With copper prices fluctuating over the years, the metal content itself adds intrinsic value to these coins. Coins are a snapshot of history, and collectors love coins from the transformative 1960s era. The 1964 penny represents a time of cultural and technological change, making it highly sought after. Now, let's talk about that mind-boggling $9.5 million face value. You're probably wondering, how can a 1-cent coin be worth that much? Well, this valuation comes from a combination of factors: its collector demand, historical significance, rarity in pristine condition, and the market trends for vintage American coins. Imagine this: a simple penny that could potentially fetch enough to buy a luxury home, a fleet of cars, or even fund your dream vacation. It's a collector's dream come true. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1964 penny in your collection? Let me give you a quick guide. Check the condition. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are the most valuable. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and a beautiful, shiny surface. Look for mint marks. If your penny has a small D under the date, it was minted in Denver. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Both can be valuable, but collectors often seek out variations. Search for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for doubling on the date or lettering, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. These errors can dramatically increase the coin's worth. Get it graded. If you think you have a valuable coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate and grade your coin, which can greatly boost its market value. Did you know that some 1964 pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions? One high-grade example sold for over $15,000. And that's not even the highest possible price. Imagine finding a coin in your collection that could fetch that kind of money. It's the ultimate treasure hunt. Whether you're an experienced coin collector or just getting started, here are some essential tips. Do your homework. Research the history and key features of coins before buying or selling. Knowledge is power. Store properly. Keep your coins in protective holders to prevent damage from air, moisture, and handling. Network with collectors. Join coin clubs and forums to stay updated on trends and share your finds. Stay curious. You never know what valuable treasure might be hiding in your pocket change or passed down through family. And that's a wrap on the incredible 1964 USA 1-cent coin, a penny with a face value of $9.5 million and a story worth every cent. Who knew that something as small as a penny could hold so much value and history? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin content. Also, let me know in the comments, do you have a 1964 penny in your collection? I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, treasure is everywhere if you know where to look. See you in the next video. Next, 1979 1-cent USA coins, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins, valuable finds, and their hidden secrets. Today, we're going to uncover the incredible value of a seemingly ordinary penny, yes, the 1979 USA 1-cent coin. And it's worth a staggering $2 million. What makes this tiny copper piece worth so much? Let's dive into its intriguing history, the factors that drive its price, and how you could cash in on this potentially life-changing discovery. If you think pennies are just pocket change, think again. The 1979 1-cent coin holds a significant place in U.S. history, and a few rare variants of this coin can make you a fortune. But don't just take my word for it, stick around, and I'll show you why this particular penny could be worth more than a car, or even a house. Let's get started. To understand why the 1979 1-cent coin is so valuable, let's rewind to 1979. It was a year of transformation in the United States and the world at large. The country was in the midst of a rough patch, with inflation on the rise, gas prices spiking due to the energy crisis, and the political landscape shifting with the election of President Jimmy Carter. All these factors affected the economy, and the U.S. Mint had its hands full producing coins to meet demand. That year, the U.S. Mint was churning out billions of 1-cent coins, featuring the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. However, little did they know, some of those pennies would be struck with unique characteristics, giving them an almost mythical value to coin collectors today. 1979 marked the end of the 1970s and the beginning of a new era in American coinage. But it wasn't just about the designs, there were some key production details that would make this penny the holy grail for collectors and investors alike. Here's the twist: while most people view the 1979 penny as just another piece of change, there are rare varieties of this coin that can fetch unimaginable prices. But what sets these rare pennies apart from the common ones? Let's break it down. First up, we have the 1979 D wide AM penny. This rare variety is one of the most sought-after pennies by collectors. Normally, the letters AM, in the word America, on the back of the coin, the reverse, are close together. However, on the 1979 D wide AM variety, there is a noticeable gap between the letters. This subtle difference may seem insignificant to the untrained eye, but for experts, it makes all the difference. In fact, these wide AM pennies can sell for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars, depending on their condition, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. The 1979 S copper penny is where things get really exciting. You see, most pennies from 1979 were made of a zinc-copper mix, but some were mistakenly struck using solid copper. These copper pennies are incredibly rare, and when one surfaces, it's a collector's dream come true. These 1979 S copper pennies have been known to fetch upwards of $2 million at auctions or in private sales, making them one of the highest value pennies ever to exist. It's not just about rarity, it's also about demand. Collectors know that finding a copper penny from this year is like striking gold. So, why are these 1979 pennies causing such a frenzy? The answer lies in the unique combination of rarity, historical significance, and the growing demand for rare coins in the market. Coin collectors, or numismatists, understand that the value of a coin is determined not only by its rarity but also by its condition and historical importance. A well-preserved 1979 penny, especially if it's a rare variety like the wide AM or copper variant, can be considered a piece of American history, something that can be passed down through generations or sold for incredible amounts. But it's not just about the collectors. Investors have also gotten in on the action. In fact, over the years, rare coins have become an increasingly popular investment class. While the stock market may fluctuate, rare coins have proven to be a stable and lucrative investment. If you happen to find one of these 1979 pennies in excellent condition, it could be the start of a profitable journey. So, how do you spot a penny that could be worth millions? Let's walk through the steps together. Look for the mint mark. The mint mark D indicates the coin was produced in Denver, while S is for the San Francisco Mint. The 1979 S copper pennies are where the real value lies. But don't stop there, check for the wide AM variety on the reverse side. The spacing between the letters A and M should be noticeably wide, which is a key feature of this rare variety. Inspect the composition. If you suspect your coin might be made of copper, it's essential to get it professionally tested. A copper penny from 1979 is worth exponentially more than a standard zinc copper penny. Get it graded. A coin's condition is a huge factor in determining its value. Have a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, assess your penny's grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Now, you may be asking, where do I sell my rare 1979 penny once I've found it? Well, the best place to start is at a reputable coin auction. Some of the most sought-after rare coins are sold at high-profile auctions, where you can get top dollar for your find. At major coin auctions, rare pennies like the 1979 S copper penny have sold for millions of dollars, with serious collectors and investors battling it out for the chance to own these priceless treasures. So there you have it, one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there. The 1979 USA 1-cent coin may seem like an ordinary penny, but for those in the know, it's a potential goldmine. Whether it's the wide AM variety or the incredibly rare copper version, if you have a 1979 penny in your collection, you may be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting coin discoveries. Have you ever found a rare penny? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows, maybe you found $1 million treasure. Next, 1975 1-cent United States of America today, where we unlock the secrets behind rare and valuable coins. If you're here, it's because you love the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, and today, we've got a treat for you. We're diving deep into the history, value, and fascinating details of the 1975 1-cent USA coin. Believe it or not, this tiny coin could be worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, its face value is a mind-blowing $3.5 million. But what makes this coin so valuable, and how can you identify if you have one? Stick around because we're about to reveal everything you need to know. A brief history of the 1975 1-cent coin. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value, let's talk about the historical context of this coin. The 1970s were a turbulent time in American history. The Vietnam War had recently ended, the country was grappling with economic challenges like inflation, and technology was rapidly advancing. In the midst of all this, the United States Mint continued its essential job of producing coins for everyday use. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, remained a staple in American currency, honoring one of the nation's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln. The 1975 penny was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. What makes this particular year interesting is that while billions of these coins were produced, some rare variations and minting errors have made select 1975 pennies incredibly valuable today. Design features of the 1975 penny. Let's break down the design of this iconic coin so you know what to look for. Obverse front features a detailed profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right. The words, "In God We Trust," are inscribed along the top. The date, 1975, appears to the right of Lincoln. Reverse back depicts the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American unity and strength. Above the memorial are the words, "United States of America," and "E pluribus unum." Below the memorial is the denomination, 1 cent. Material composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a distinctive reddish-brown color. Minting errors and rare variations. Here's where things get exciting. Certain 1975 pennies are worth a fortune because of rare minting errors and unique variations. Let's break down the most valuable ones. Double die errors. Look closely at the inscriptions, especially the date, 1975, or "In God We Trust." If you notice any doubling of the text, you might have a double die error coin. These are highly sought after by collectors. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin's design is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a partial image. Depending on the severity, off-center strikes can be worth thousands of dollars. Coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint often lack a mint mark. While this is standard, collectors still seek out certain no-mint mark coins for their rarity. Die cracks and cuts. Check for raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin, indicating a die crack or cut. These minting flaws can significantly increase a coin's value. What makes the 1975 penny worth $3.50 million? Now, let's get to the million-dollar question, literally. Why is this coin valued at an incredible $3.5 million? Several factors contribute to this staggering valuation. Rarity. Even though billions of 1975 pennies were minted, only a few with rare errors and variations have surfaced over the years. Collector demand. Coin enthusiasts and investors are willing to pay top dollar for unique and well-preserved coins. Historical significance. Coins from the 1970s are gaining value as they become harder to find in pristine condition. Metal content. Due to its high copper content, the intrinsic value of the coin has increased over time. How to identify a valuable 1975 penny? If you have a 1975 penny, follow these steps to determine its value. Examine the condition. Coins in mint state MS condition are worth the most. Look for sharp details and minimal wear. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. A missing mint mark or unusual variations can significantly boost the coin's value. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official value. Record-breaking auction sales. Did you know that some 1975 pennies have sold for astronomical prices at auctions? In pristine condition and with rare errors, these coins have fetched up to millions of dollars. One notable sale involved a double die error penny that sold for over $100,000. Imagine finding one of these in your loose change. It's like winning the lottery. Tips for selling your 1975 penny. If you discover that your 1975 penny is valuable, here are some tips for selling it. Do your research, know the market value and recent auction prices, choose the right platform. Consider coin auctions, reputable dealers, or online marketplaces like eBay. Get it certified. A graded coin often commands a higher price. Negotiate wisely. Don't settle for the first offer. Shop around for the best deal, protecting your valuable coins. If you have a collection of rare coins, including the 1975 penny, here are some tips for keeping them safe. Use protective cases. Store coins in airtight holders to prevent damage. Avoid touching the surface. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints. Keep away from moisture. Store your collection in a dry, temperature-controlled environment. And that's everything you need to know about the 1975 1-cent USA coin and why it could be worth a jaw-dropping $3.5 million. Have you checked your coin collection recently? Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your channel name for more amazing content about valuable coins and hidden treasures. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. See you in the next video.